Hello everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'll be doing a step-by-step tutorial on how to create a Shopify store for your products. So if that's something that you're interested in, definitely hit the like button, subscribe, and stay tuned for this jam-packed, valuable video. Let's get into it. So having an online store for whatever product you have to sell is a great thing. E-commerce is here to stay. One of the best to do it, in my opinion, is Shopify. Shopify is an e-commerce platform that makes it easy to set up and start selling your products in as little time as possible. So in today's video, I'll be doing a step-by-step guide on how to set up your store and get the ball rolling. I'll be doing a breakdown and also try to make it as simple as possible. Also, Shopify does have a 14-day trial that you can use to begin your Shopify journey and get a feel of how it works, how it operates, and how to navigate through their e-commerce platform. So stay tuned, stick around, and let's go. Welcome to the step-by-step how to create a Shopify store guide. So here we have the Shopify.com page. What you'll want to do is go to the link in the description to go to the Shopify.com page. And once you land on this page, you should see a space right here that says enter your email address. You want to go ahead and click that and enter your email. Okay, once you've entered your email, you will want to click Start Free Trial. Shopify comes with a 14-day free trial that you can use so you can get a feel on how to operate their online platforms. So let's click Start Free Trial. So once you get to the Start Free 14-day trial Shopify page, you will have to create a password and a store name. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so after you've entered your password and store name, you will want to go ahead and click on Create Your Store. Okay, so after you click Create Your Store, it's going to ask you some questions to get a feel on what you're going to use your store for. So let's go ahead and fill out these questions. Okay, so once you go down to the last question, are you setting up a store for a client? If you're doing this for someone else, then you will click yes. If you're doing it for yourself, you'll go ahead and skip this. Okay. And after you go to the next page, it's going to ask you for your personal information before you create your store. So let's go ahead and fill out the pertinent information. Okay, the last option here says this store is a registered business. If that's the case for you, you can go ahead and click that. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and skip this. And I'm going to click Enter My Store. Okay, so now we have the introductory information set up, and now we're able to work on our actual online store with Shopify. Now, we want to go ahead and build a foundation first before we start designing our store. So one of the first things you will want to go to is the settings, and you will want to click on General. Okay, so first thing here are the store details. This will be your store name. This will be your store contact email. So this is the email that Shopify will contact you for. And this is the sender email. This is the email address that customers will see when you send emails. Okay, this is your industry. And here is your legal information for your company. So you definitely want to make sure that's filled out. And here you have some standard formats. You can definitely put your time zone, put the unit system you want to use. Here you can add a prefix or suffix to your order numbers. So for example, you can type something like ABC. That will give your order numbers this prefix here, so you can know exactly which store that you're operating with. Okay, and lastly, you would have your currency here. Definitely choose the currency that is native to where you're operating your business from, so that way you can get paid in your local currency. Okay. After you've filled all of that out, you will go ahead and hit save. So the next thing you will want to do is go ahead and add your products. I like to add the products first before creating the store. So when we do get to create the store, you will have a feel of how you will want to have it laid out and the look of it. So let's go ahead and add our products. So click add product here. Okay, once you go to the add product page, you will want to title your product. So for example, I would put white t-shirt. In here, you can put a description for your product. In your description, you definitely want to be as detailed as possible and also as concise as possible, so that people know the benefits of your product. Okay, the next thing you will want to do is add a photo to your product by clicking add files. So I will choose white t-shirt. Okay, so once you have your picture for your product, you would want to go down to pricing. So this is the price that will show up on your store when customers come to your store. Next to this is the compare at price. So for example, if you put say $24.99 here, when people come to your store, they would know that your price is $19.99 at sale. But if you remove this here, your price will just be $19.99 as a regular retail price. Okay, here you would have your cost per item. So this is how much you pay your supplier for your product. And here you can choose if you want to charge tax on your product or not. When you scroll down further, you will put your inventory information here. Here in the quantity, you can put how many of this particular items you have in stock. So you can put that in so you can keep track of what you have remaining. Then you would go down to shipping. So since this is a t-shirt, this is a physical product, so I will leave this checked. In here, you will want to put the weight of your product. So whether it's a t-shirt or a mug or a hat, you will want to put the weight of the product so you can get the exact shipping rate that is correct for your product. I'm going to change pounds to ounces. So for here, this is the customs information. If you're looking to ship products internationally, you can definitely fill out this information. So when you come down to variants, you can choose this part if you have multiple options for your particular product. So if you have multiple colors, multiple sizes or multiple designs, you can definitely click this information here and definitely fill out the pertinent information. So for example, you can have small, medium, large, extra large, extra extra large, extra large, extra extra large, etc. You can also add another option such as color. You can put blue, comma, red, white, green, so on and so forth. You get the picture. And once you put that information here, you will see that information previewed here. And also, for example, if you have 3 blues, you can go ahead and put that. If you have 2 reds in a size small, you can put that. If you have 5 whites in a size small, you can do that. Okay. Okay, and here we have our search engine listing preview. Here will be the SEO information about your product. So you have your title, your web address, and your description. You can edit this information here as well. You can also edit your URL. Okay, so for example, you can take out the dashes in white t-shirt and just have white t-shirt as one word. And hit save. Also here on the side, you can have the product type, which is very important. So let's go ahead and put t-shirt here. Okay, and we click add t-shirt. Definitely want to do this so you can know exactly what is the product and categorize it in your online store. It'll make it easy for customers to find that exact product category. In here, you can put it in a certain collection. You can also add tags to your product as well. And now that you have your product, what you will want to do is create a collection. So go over here to the left side of the page and click collection under the products category. Okay, once you get here, you will want to add a collection. And for this collection, I'm going to title this t-shirts so it can make sense for the product. Get the description here, which is optional. And when it comes to your collection, you definitely want to put in a tag in the product page so that product will show up in the collection that you have created here. So what I'm going to do is go down to conditions. Okay, this is going to be automated, and I'm going to go by product tag is equal to the tag called t-shirt. Okay, and I will click save. So whenever you do this, it will recognize the tag that you have for your product, and that information will show up in the product selection. So let me go ahead and give you that example. I'm going to go back to products, click on my white t-shirt, and I'm going to go to tags and type in t-shirt, which is the tag I put in the collection, and click add t-shirt and click save. So when I go back to my collections category and click t-shirts, that product will show up here. Okay, you can also add an image to your collection as well. And that image will represent your product category. So let's go ahead and click save. Okay, so what I'm going to do is add some more products here so we can fill out our store with more collections and more products for people to choose from. Again, I'm going to click add product. So I'm going to add the title and put in my description. And add the photo. Again, I'm going to price my product. I will charge tax. This is a physical product. And I'm going to add a weight. And change it from pounds to ounces. Then I'm going to go back up to organization and put in the product type. Click add water bottle. And I'm going to go to tags and put in water bottle. And click add water bottle. And I'm going to save all of that information. Now I'm going to go back to the collections, add collection, and I'm going to type water bottle. Okay. You can put a description if you would like, and this is going to be automated, and the product tag I'm going to use is water bottle. And I'm going to hit save. So give this about a minute and it should show the water bottle as the product listed in this collection. Okay, so after about a minute you can go ahead and refresh the products and that will show your product. Okay, so now that we have your products uploaded, I went back to the home page, and the next thing you want to do is add preferences to your online store, and you will go that by clicking online store and clicking preferences. On this page, here is the title and meta description. So the title and the meta description help define how your store shows up on a search engine. So if someone types in the name of your store, if you have this filled out, they will see the title and also the description of your store in search engines such as Google. Okay, so let's go ahead and fill that out. So once you have this filled out, you can move down to the social sharing image, and this is when you share a link to your store on social media. An image will usually show in your post. This one will be used if another relevant image cannot be found. So here you will want to pick an image for your online store, an image that represents your brand, or business. So whenever someone shares a link to your store, so your store is such and such.com, what will show up is the image that you have associated here. So for example, if someone shares it in Messenger or in a post or as in a direct message, this image will show up. So let's go ahead and pick an image. Okay, so I have an image here. You would definitely want to choose an image that's the recommended size and something that actually represents your business. Here in the Google Analytics, you would want to put your analytics code. So if you have a Google account and you want to track data on your online store, track data about who's coming to your website, whether they're looking at, how long they're staying on your website, you can definitely put the Google Analytics code here in this section. And then we have the Facebook pixel. So here, if you're looking to run Facebook advertisements in the future, you definitely want to set up your Facebook pixel. There's also what we call conversion API tracking. For that, you would have to download the Facebook app in the Shopify App Store. The conversion API tracking tracks conversions on your website without the Facebook pixel. But definitely don't be afraid to set up a pixel and add to your online store. Okay, here we have the customer privacy here, so you definitely want to read through this. And we have your password protection here. So as long as you're on the free trial, you cannot disable the password. You will need the password in order to get to your store. So if you want someone to check out your store, they will have to have this password here in order to look at it. So in order to have this option removed, you will have to pick a plan from the Shopify Select a Plan button. Okay, we also have the spam protection here and the domain redirection. So definitely read up on that and go ahead and hit save. Now that we have that down, what you want to do is set up the shipping rates for your products by going to settings and going to shipping and delivery. Okay, here you will want to go to the shipping tab here and you will want to click on manage rates. Okay, so here you can manage the rates of your products here. So for example, these are automatically generated. So for example, $50 and up, you will offer free shipping on your product. If you want to change that, you would click these three dots here and click edit rate. Okay, so you can choose the type of shipping speed that you want here, and you can offer $0 shipping, which means free shipping, and you can adjust the price on when free shipping will qualify. So you can do $30, you can do $50, you can do $99, so on and so forth. And once you have your shipping your free shipping optimized based on price, you can go ahead and click done. Okay, and we have all of these other options here based on weight and also shipping speed. So whenever you want to edit these, click on these three dots and click edit rate. If you want to delete these, you can go ahead and click delete, and whenever someone makes a purchase and you don't have anything set, Shopify will automatically pick a rate for you. Okay, so these were the United States shipping rates. If you're shipping worldwide, you definitely want to click the three dots here, edit that. You can choose your shipping carrier. You can choose whether you want to ship worldwide. You can automatically show new shipping services to customers when they become available. And you can adjust the handling fee percentage or just use a flat amount. And click save. Okay, so now that we have our shipping set up, the next thing you would want to do is set up the pages for people to navigate on your website. So for this, we will click Online Store. You should see some information here. What you will want to do is click on Pages, and you would click Add Page to add your information here. So for example, you can add the shipping page, and you can put in a description about your shipping. Okay, you will want to make sure it's visible, and you will want to make sure that it is considered a page. Okay, you can go back to the pages category and add in another page. So here you can add in a contact page. Put in your description. And for the contact page, you want to make sure that it's visible, and you want to make sure that it's actually a contact page. When you click on this here, theme template, you would click page.contact. That will ensure that on your contact page, it'll have the message box, the information box where they can put their name and email address, and they can put in that information and send you their inquiries. Okay, so definitely make sure you have this selected and go ahead and hit save. Okay, you can go back here to the pages category. You can add other pages like returns, this will be visible as a page, and hit save. And you can go ahead and put in more pages that you can have information that your customers can look at so they can know exactly what they're getting into when they're purchasing your products. So now that we have that, what we will want to do is create some navigation for your store. So here on the navigation page, you can see that there's the main menu and the footer. These will be your two most important navigation pages. You can also add additional navigation as well. So let's start with the main menu. Okay, so here we see that we already have the home for the home page and the catalog for collections. You can also add in, say, the shipping page. And the link for the shipping page will be your page, shipping, and click add. Okay. You can also add in other pages that you have created and hit save menu. Okay, go back to navigation. That is considered your main menu. And now we have your footer menu. Your footer menu is at the bottom of your online store. So you see that they already have the search. And we can add an item here. Let's say we want to add returns. You would name that, click the link, click pages, and click returns, click add, and save menu. Okay, so now we have the bones of our website set up properly. Another thing we can do is add a domain to our website. When you first create your Shopify store, they're going to give you an automatic domain, which will be your store name .shopify.com. You can definitely leave that as is, but I would advise to purchase a domain so you can remove the .myshopify and just have simply your store name.com, .store, .org, or whatever. So to change your domain, you will want to go ahead and click Online Store, and you will click on Domains. Okay. Once you get there, you will click Buy New Domain. Okay. Definitely make sure that your domain is available. Okay, it looks like this domain is available for me, so I can go ahead and buy that if I would like. If your domain is not available, you'll have to continue to find variations that fits your brand name as close as possible. Okay, you can go back to the home page. Now it's time to start designing our store. So here's the fun part. So let's go ahead and click on Online Store. Now here we are on the themes page. On this page, this is where you can design your theme and also find other themes to use for your online store. So right now, the current theme is the debut theme. This is the default theme for Shopify. It is a free theme, and this is the theme that we'll be designing. You also do have other choices for other free themes and also paid themes. Also, you have the option to upload your own theme. So if you purchased a third-party theme or had someone make a theme for you, you can go ahead and upload that theme's code into your Shopify. So let's take a look at several of the free themes that Shopify has to offer. Okay, looks like they have the Simple, Boundless, Venture, Debut, Supply, Narrative, Brooklyn, Minimal, and Express. So what we're going to currently work on is the Debut theme. Okay, so we're going to hit Customize. And begin designing our theme. So on here, the first thing we see is our home page. This is the first page customers see when they go to your online store. You can see here we have our store name here, and also we have our main menu. This was the main menu that we created in the navigation part of our store. Okay, so first let's click on the header. So we have our logo here. We can keep it as text, or we can use an actual logo. Let me choose an actual logo. Okay, I've chosen my logo, and now I will hit select. Okay, you can choose to have it aligned left or centered on your store. I'm going to stick with center. And here we have the main menu. Okay. If you created any other menus in the navigation section of the website, you can go ahead and choose that one by clicking the change button. Also, we have the announcement bar. The announcement bar is what will be at the top. You can announce any specials that you have going. You can announce free shipping on your website or anything of that nature. So let's try that out. Okay, you will put your announcement text here. You can also add a link to where people can click on the announcement bar and go to whatever web page of your choice. You can choose to have it on the home page only, or you can choose to have it on the entire store. So here we have the slideshow image, and this is the main image of your store's homepage. So we can change that by clicking this and selecting an image. And you can upload an image for your slideshow. Then you would hit select. Also, you can come down to the heading and change your text. You can also customize this text here as well. Or if you don't want anything at all, just the photo, you can remove them both. You can also add a button to this as well. And when you add your button text, you will want to choose where it will go to. I'll just say collections, and I'll put t-shirts, and that'll show up here. And go back out. The next thing we have here is our image with text. So you can click on this, add an image here. I'll just choose this. just for the sake of it. Hit select. And you can change your text here and here. Also, you have the option to add a button here as well. And you would have to choose a link for your button for that to show up. Okay. Also, here we have our text with columns. On here you can add photos, and also you can change the wording here under those photos. Also, if you feel like nothing is needed, you can either hide it, or you can click on it and remove it. You can also click on these dots here and move it around as well. Okay, so here you have your featured collection, so you can put in your collection on your homepage. You also have the option to add testimonials here. Testimonials are great. It gives your brand credibility when customers see testimonials on your website. And you have the option for adding a gallery. And also to mention, you can add a section as well if you would like to add some extra things to your homepage. You can change the text here. And we have our footer. This here is our footer. And in the footer menu, you have the option to change the links here. So you can rename it. And we are using the footer navigation menu that we created earlier in the tutorial. Also, you have the option to show payment icons. I like to leave that on because it shows that your site is secure and all types of payments are accepted. Okay, you can change the color, you can change the text color, and we have other options here as well. Okay, now let's click on theme settings. On here, we can change your themed colors, fonts, searchability options. We can add social media links. We can change our favicon. Our favicon is what would show up here. We can change our add to cart notification, and we can change our checkout style. Okay, so if we click on colors, we can change these things here. If you click on typography, you can change your font. And so on and so forth. Here you can click search. Here you can add your social media handles or your social media URLs. And when you add your social media URLs, they will show up here in the footer. Okay, we can add our favicon. We have our add to cart notification. And we can change our checkout imagery, fonts, and colors. Okay, so when you have your store set up the way you want it, you can go ahead and hit save. And whatever you saved, that is what the customer will see when they come to your online store. So this is the desktop version of this. You can also click this button here, and you can see the mobile version of this as well. So we can go back out by clicking this. And we're back to our themed section. So now that we have our theme designed and ready for customers to see, what we would need is to add apps to our store. So when it comes to free themes or just themes in general, they may lack a few features that you're looking for. So when you go to the apps section here, you can find apps that do things that would be useful for your online store. So we can go here, click this button. So there are 3 types of apps that I recommend when first starting out. When you first starting out, you don't need every app in the industry. Just need a couple of apps that will be very useful to get the ball rolling. So the first type of app I would say to select is an email app. So type in email here. And you can choose all kinds of email apps. There's apps that are free and there's apps that are paid. The 2 apps that I would recommend is either the Shopify email or the Klaviyo email. Klaviyo is great and it has great tools in it, and it's very easy to set up. Also, the second type of app I would recommend is a reviews app. Okay. There are some review apps here. There's some that are paid and some that are free. So you can look through these and pick your one that you feel is best. The one I would recommend would be product reviews made by Shopify. This one is easily integrated into any theme of your choice. And the last type of app you would need is an upsell app. With an upsell app, this can increase your average order value. So when people come to your store and they see something they like, they can add that to their cart for purchase. And if you have an upsell app, it'll offer them another product that they can add to their cart, and that intel will increase your average order value for your online store. Now I'm back on the home page. So that is pretty much it for the step-by-step online tutorial on how to create a Shopify store for your brand and business. So the last thing you'll want to do is select the plan. you would need to select the plan in order for customers to go to your store without the use of a password. So you can click select the plan, and Shopify offers 3 plans. So when you're first starting off, I would say to go with the basic Shopify plan so you can learn the ropes, get some sales, start to scale up your business, and then gradually move up to the other plans from there. All right. So that is the step-by-step tutorial on how to create a Shopify store for your products. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for sticking around. Definitely hit the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Leave me a comment of your store so I can check them out. I would like to see what you guys have to offer. Also, there's a link in the description where you can go to find a Shopify store link so you can go ahead and create your store that way. Also, there are other links in the description that you can use to support the channel. All right, so thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.